कशावर ठेवता येईल का? I'll keep it here. It's okay. I'll keep it here. नहीं है हमारे बाजू ना keep it like this. सध्या असं ठेवतो.
Silence, please. I request silence, please. I request all of you to switch off your mobile, please. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. ಶುಭೋದಯ, ಶುಭ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ. ಆತ್ಮೀಯರೇ, ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆದರದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ, ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. Happy morning to all of you. And today we are all gathered here to celebrate an important occasion, the Silver Jubilee celebrations of our institution, our Anubhooti Yogalaya. And it's a proud moment for all of us. Now, on behalf of all the students of Anubhooti Yogalaya, I congratulate our beloved Guru, Shobha Jalkare. Heartiest congratulations to you, ma'am, on this very special milestone achievement. We wish you all the very best. I welcome you, ma'am, to take your seat. Pavitra, I request you to kindly escort ma'am to the seat. Our chief guest of the day is Sri Hari Krishna Ji. I welcome you, sir. I request Robin to escort Hari Krishna Ji. Thank you, Hari Krishna Ji. Thank you, Robin. I request Praful Ji to please take the seat, and I request Sachin to escort Praful Ji to the seat. Thank you, Praful Ji, and thank you, Sachin. Seeking the blessings of our Guru, and with her permission, we start today's program with the invocation. Invocation by Kavita, Ramya, Pavitra, and Ashwini Desai.
Jaya Ho, Mushika Vahana, He Shivanandana, Prathama Vandana. Jaya Ho, Mushika Vahana, He Shivanandana, Prathama Vandana. Parvati Tanaya, Siddhi Vinayaka, शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं हे शिवनन्दन प्रथमवन्दन जय हो मूषिकवाहन श्यामलकर्णा विलम्बितसूत्रा शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं श्यामलकर्णा विलम्बितसूत्रा शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं हे शिवनन्दन प्रथमवन्दन जय हो मूषिकवाहन गजवदना श्री विघ्नविनाशक शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं गजवदना श्री विघ्नविनाशक शरणं शरणं विघ्नहरणं हे शिवनन्दन प्रथमवन्दन जय हो मूषिकवाहन जय हो मूषिकवाहन हे शिवनन्दन प्रथमवन्दन जय हो मूषिकवाहन हे शिवनन्दन प्रथमवन्दन हे शिवनन्दन
That was a wonderful, melodious, and divine rendition. Thank you, Kavita, Ashwini, Ramya, and Pavitra. As we have this tradition, on any auspicious occasion, we do light the lamp. And I invite our Guru, Shobha Ma'am, our guest, Hari Krishna Ji, and Praful Ji, to come and light the lamp. They wish to. So please.
आप गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर
I have one of these.
I request our senior most student who will be coming from 18 years to us, to Anubhooti Yogalaya, Pushpa. I request her to light the lamp. And her sister has come from Pune, so all the way just for this function, so I request her also to come. Pratima, please come. Thank you, Pushpa. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pratibha. Thank you, Pratibha. And I thank you, ma'am, for allowing me to join you in lighting this lamp. Thank you so much. I feel blessed. Sorry. Thank you, Devashri. I call Nimisha for her welcome address. Nimisha, please.
Good morning and a very warm welcome to all. Today I feel so proud and happy to tell you that our Anubhooti Yogalaya has completed 25 years and we are here to celebrate its silver jubilee. Before starting the program, I would like to honor and welcome a beloved teacher, Mrs. Shobha Jalkare, who we fondly call Shobha Madam. She is a dedicated practitioner and an ardent follower of Guru BKS Iyengar's teaching. I would like to honor and welcome our chief guest, Hari Krishna ji, a retired coal mine engineer who has been practicing under ma'am since 2018. And in terms of age, he is the senior most practitioner. And lastly, I would like to honor and welcome Mr. Praful Jalkare, ma'am's husband, who retired from Siemens. He has encouraged and supported ma'am through her journey. He is also a student of Anubhooti Yogalaya since last year. On behalf of Anubhooti Yogalaya, I want to welcome everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you, Nimisha, for your warm welcome address. We, the students of Anubhooti Yogalaya, with profound respect, take the pleasure of honoring our Madam, Shobha Madam, our Guru, our chief guest, Hari Krishna ji, and Praful ji. I request Soumya, Purnima, Robin, and Sachin to come. Come, Purnima. Come, Soumya. Man. Thank you, Purnima. Thank you, Soumya. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you, Purnima, Soumya, Sachin, and Robin. On behalf of all the students of Anubhooti Yogalaya, I call upon one of our senior most student of Shobha, Usha, to hand over a small present to our beloved teacher Shobha as a mark of respect and a small token of gratitude. Oh, sorry. Yeah. We request ma'am to open, and it will be, I'm sure she'll be very happy to see that.
Oh, yes. Ooh, I'll just turn around. Yeah. Lovely. It's so heavy, I can't even pick it up. Thank you, all of you. Wonderful. You can.
And I'm sure it's very close to man's heart.
Yes. Yeah. Wow.
I think.
It's an add-on of Patanjali.
Yeah. Yes. I would like to chant a shloka on him, Shobha, if you don't
Yes,
mind.
Please, sure, ma'am.
As I put this, you can
Just like, okay. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलाशरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि नमो हिरण्यगर्भादिभ्यः योगविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यः वंशर्षिभ्यः नमो महद्भ्यः नमो गुरुभ्यः
Thank you, Rohini ma'am. It was very sweet of you to chant it at an appropriate time.
Like, I want to bless her and she is adoring him since a
Oh,
long time.
very kind and sweet of
You
you.
are celebrating 25 years, maybe it is more than 35 years
Oh,
now.
that's great.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
So, she has that in her Puja room also.
I know.
And for yoga, he is the main person.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rohini ma'am. Now, let's make it little interactive to make this occasion little more interesting. I think Praful sir, you will be answering this. Does anyone have an idea when ma'am started her yoga journey?
I choose 28.
28. I think you are very close to it. Thank you. And any idea when she started her teaching?
25 years.
Close to 30 years. She started assisting her guru, Arunji. That was when that time we can take it as her teaching began from then. But this Anubhooti Yogalaya was started in the year, like when she was in BTM layout. She started there, and then there was in an apartment. Then later on that football, there was a hall, yoga hall, wherein she was teaching. And now, after moving here, probably it's 20 years, Shubha?
No,
20 years.
18 years.
18 years. She's been doing it here. And my association with Shobha and Anubhooti Yogalaya is close to 2 decades. I've been attending her class since BTM days. And I can't say, you all have experienced what kind of a person she is. Such a wonderful, dedicated, and passionate about yoga. Not only practicing, but also when it comes to teaching. Now I'm sure all of you are waiting, and eagerly waiting rather, I would say, our much awaited moment of the day is here. And I'm sure all of you are also waiting. I'm surely waiting to hear from the architect of this Anubhooti Yogalaya, our beloved teacher, her journey of yoga and passion towards it, and how she has come all this way. Ma'am, I request you to address this.
Thank you. I would like to have the stand, please. And here. We will start with our prayer. All of us will chant together. You can be seated, it's okay. You can be seated. In the class also we are seated. Gently close your eyes. Inhale योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योगाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि आवापुरुषाकारम् शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणम् सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः हरि ओम। I seek blessings of sage Patanjali, Guruji, Gitaji, reverence to Prashantji, Arun sir, Chandra madam. Respected Hari Krishna ji, Mr. Praful, and all of you, my dear students. A very, very good morning to all of you. And from the bottom of my heart, I welcome all of you here. This hall is so happy.
Yes, it is indeed.
To see so many colorful faces. Thank you all for joining on this auspicious occasion. And let me tell you that all the arrangements are pursued, executed, thought over, organized, everything by student plan. I have not done anything. So I pat the back for all the students. Always in the classes, we see each other in the t-shirt and track pant. And today seeing everybody in such a different attire, honestly, sometimes it is hard to recognize each other because we are so much used to seeing that dress to each other. And but today that's why we are looking so colorful and beautiful. And it's such a nice thing to see. And some of us are meeting for the first time. Because those who joined online yoga classes, we are meeting for the first time, and others also, those who were coming, we are meeting after 3 years. We are so happy with online classes, and of course, it is so convenient. Just go in the next room, click on a button, classroom is open. So, thanks to technology, of course. I consider this group to be my family. Absolutely, we are a special family. Because see, a biological family is bound by a gene. Where a common gene runs to the family, which makes the bond stronger. But for us, our thread of connection is yoga. We are all connected by a thread of yoga. And you all know what is the role that yoga plays in the mundane and the spiritual life. And in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has told Arjuna, tapasvibhyo diko yogi, jnanibhyo matodhikaha, karmibhyascha diko yogi, tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. Yogi is considered to be superior to the ascetic, tapasvi, a man of austerities, and even superior to men of knowledge, spiritual knowledge also, jnana yogis, and it is also greater than a karma yogi, man of action. And therefore, you strive to be a yogi, O Arjuna. Now you may be wondering, we saw that we also perform, we also do yoga, and Patanjali, Lord Krishna also has told to be a yogi. So apparently they may look to be different yogas, but we are on the same path. Rest assured, we have just started taking baby steps, but we are on the rest assured that we are on the same path. And this karma, what we are doing to our action of yoga, see, it creates impressions. Today, what we are standing is the ground which is created by our past karma, our past actions. And what we do today is going to be the ground for our tomorrow. So our good karma is definitely getting counted. Good and bad, everything gets counted. So it's best to walk on this path as long as possible, for not only in this life, for lives together. We have to walk on this path. While walking on the path, one should not think. Some of you may be thinking, oh, I don't have a flexible body, and my body is very stiff. I can't do so many of the asanas, and feeling disheartened. Whereas some people may be thinking proud, feeling proud that, oh, I have a flexible body and I can do so many, perform so many asanas. But real yoga lies beyond its limitations and capacities. It has nothing to do with all this. So all those who think that, oh, I'm so stiff, I'm not able to do, don't have to feel that at all. Your performing yoga is more important because it's transforming your mind. It is not only the physical, it's an instrument, asana, that we are using for it. It's a form of an art. Yoga is art. It's also a philosophy and a science. And the definition of the art has been defined by Sanskrit Pandits as what gives pleasure is art. And no art can be learned by anyone in the world completely. It is not possible. So the peak of art can never be conquered. But we have to walk on the path. So be happy that you are on the right path and just we have to continue. Now looking back at past 25 years, definitely there is satisfaction, there is joy, there is gratitude. Satisfaction that some noble activity is carried on for so long without any expectation. And on the way, people felt benefited, and I was benefited in turn. Joy of performing the art, gaining some knowledge, whatever in small way, and being creative to modify the asanas to suit everybody in the class, to give different variations. That's also great joy. And gratitude because nothing is possible without grace. So I'm grateful to God, grateful to you all too. I won't be a teacher without you all. So we have such a beautiful relationship of student and teacher. And of course, I'm thankful to family. We never articulate for our family. No, we take our family for granted. So at least this occasion I take to thank my family. And yes, I have got 200% support in everything, whatever I wanted to do. So thanks to family, and last but not the least, my domestic staff, because they are our support system. Without having proper domestic staff, it is not possible to do anything. All of us know that. Day by day, we are so dependent on them. So I'm thankful to them for being so regular and all, both the people. Now, the factor that contributed most in this journey, in this successful journey, is that I got the training from the best of the teachers. And I can say they are the best teachers in the world. So it was Guruji, Geetaji, Prashantji, Arun sir, and last but not the least, Chandra madam. See, I'll be going through some anecdotes and all. If you feel I'm going too slow, raise your hand up. I will understand that I'm going too fast. Because so many things are there, so many things we have experienced. So please feel free to do that. Guruji's classes first in Pune. The timing of Guruji's practice, when I joined Guruji's, I used to started going to Pune. Guruji has already reduced the taking of the classes. He used to be practicing at the time of ladies class. So our ladies class and Guruji's time of practice used to be same. He used to practice in the corner. And the teacher there used to get lots of inputs from Guruji. And one thing very vividly I remember there was Guruji used to sometimes sit in Padmasana. And his Padmasana, I will just describe, you can imagine. See, when we do Padmasana, our knees go so wide, so diagonal they go, no? His knees used to be straight, in line with the hip joints, ankles perfectly sitting on the back of the opposite thigh, and the 2 feet facing the back wall behind. Both the feet used to face the wall behind. And even for 30 minutes, he would not try to change the cross leg. He will be in the same position for that long. It used to be such a delight to just watch his practice.
30 minutes is so long.
Yes, yes. And another one more very good memory I have of Guruji. It was about 1993. All of you, I hope all of you know what when I mentioned Guruji, Geetaji, Prashantji, all of you know them.
Yes.
So Guruji had come here to Bangalore in 1993. I think there was a public function. And whenever he would talk in the function, some of his students who are sitting nearby, they had to be always ready to come on the stage and perform something. So that the same thing happened. Guruji came to explain maturity of an asana. So sometimes instead of articulating, he would just perform here and show, demonstrate. So he called a teacher. He was a teacher, but Guruji's student. He asked him to do Trikonasana on the right. That person did and asked Guruji, that person, since how long you are doing? He said, I'm doing from 10 years. Then Guruji called Geetaji, Guruji's own daughter, and asked her to do Trikonasana in yoga attire. Even ladies there wear shorts and t-shirts. She did Trikonasana on the right. Guruji asked her, since how long you are doing Trikonasana? She said 35 years. And then Guruji did next to her Trikonasana, and he said, I'm doing from 70 years. So we were in the audience, we were watching 10 years Trikonasana, 35 years, 70 years. So it was so self-explanatory. What is mature practice? The first person was not wrong, but you can imagine how gradation will be there. So that is how his speeches used to be. He used to call somebody on the stage and explain everything. Now coming to Gitaji's classes. I have attended many Gitaji's classes. She was an iconic figure, absolutely. And she stood for all that yoga represented. She was completely committed, respectful and dedicated for whatever yoga represented. And she was a hardcore disciplinarian, but at the same time, the soft side of her motherly affection, it could reach us so easily. And her instructions used to be so crisp. If while performing, if you get a doubt in the mind, by the time she finishes her explanations, your doubt will have gone because she will not leave any scope for having any doubt. So that much her instructions were so good. And even in that houseful class, not even a single mistake would go unnoticed by her. Classes, there used to be 70, 80 people at a time and quite crowded. And even then, she will see and she will see to it that everyone does correctly, and only then she will proceed. She will give the necessary props to the person. Not that everybody will be able to do classical postures, but that is how she was. And she was a saint without saffron robe. And her biblical book, Yoga, a Gem for Women, is so famous. I hope all of you have heard of it. It is translated in more than half a dozen European languages. And it is also translated in Kannada. So it's a collector's item. One has to have that copy. Now coming to Prashantji's classes. Some of you are attending, have attended Prashantji's classes also. His classes are very different. He says, I do not teach yoga. I educate the people who are practicing yoga. So his education more than practicing. So he does not correct our postures in physically. Lift here, stretch there, pull here. No instructions. You are responsible for your own posture. So you have to do a correct posture. And he will just, for his instructions are everything for the word within. Everything has to happen within. He says, yoga happens. You don't have to do yoga. Yoga will happen. And though the teachings of Guruji, Gitaji and Prashantji, the core teachings are same, unifying body, mind, spirit while practicing. That's the core teaching. But still, the way Prashantji puts it, it is so different. And he has a different terminology. And his classes are a unique blend of Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Raj Yoga. So absolutely you feel, there's such a spiritual experience to attend Prashantji's classes. So that is about Prashantji. And then I attended many of Arun sir's classes. I was with him for more than a decade. And he is a best teacher in Karnataka, not only Karnataka, I would say South India. He is also called teacher of teachers. Yeah, so many teachers are trained under him. More than 20-30 teachers will be from him, trained from him. And he was very kind enough to allow some of the students, those who were teaching also or assisting him, to allow in his practice time. Teacher's practice class is what? Where there are no instructions, no corrections. The teacher practices and other students have to just follow him. Whether you can do it or not, then you choose your own answer. So he allowed us to practice, go for his practice classes. It used to be Saturday evening 5 to 8, Sunday morning 8 to 10. So you can imagine decades when children fall, if I do this, what my husband must have gone through. So he has babysitting, everything he has done through that period. But the classes were so interesting. Right from Monday, it was worth waiting for the Saturday's practice. They were that good. The classes were like that. So like that, I'm thankful to Arun sir also. I have learned so much from him. And last but not the least, my very beloved teacher, Chandra Madam. Chandra Madam is not only my teacher, she is my guide, she is my friend, she is my philosopher, critic, everything she is. And she guides me in every way. Anywhere I'm stuck, I talk to her and discuss and sort out the matter. So that is the place she has in making me, bringing me to here. So she's very instrumental in making me what I am today. She has last year published one YouTube video. The name is Yoga at 70. There will be many videos naming Yoga at 70. You have to write her name, Chandra Anand. Why I'm talking about that is, she has taken the basic 15-20 asanas because it is for senior citizens. So all beginners also can do those. And she has beautifully explained how an asana can be done with prop or without prop. Both ways she has shown. So it will be a good guide to anybody who is beginning or even those who are senior citizens. So all of you can just watch it on the YouTube. Just you have to click the button and watch that video. So you can just have a look at that video. So that is about all my great teachers, and we are so fortunate to have such a lineage of such great teachers. So I'm really thankful to God for giving me this opportunity to learn from such teachers. Now, some of you may be interested in how I began my yoga and how it started and all that. Yes, so a little bit. See, when I was in school, I had a fascination for asanas and yoga in general, overall. But I did not do anything concrete at that time. Little bit, there used to be inter-school competitions, so sometimes in asana competitions and all, I have participated, but not beyond that anything. But really, after I came to Bangalore in 1980, in 80s, I was looking for a way where I can start learning yoga. And in 1990, I got an opportunity to learn from Arun sir. I used to stay opposite to Gopalan Mall, BDA flats, and Arun sir came there, used to come there to teach us twice a week. And he came there for about 4 months. And after 4 months, he said, now whoever wants to continue will have to come to his institute, go to his institute and learn, which was in Jayanagar. So out of this, hardly anybody went because it was not possible. It was quite far off. The areas were not so developed. So in due course of time, I joined this class in Jayanagar, and it so happened after a few months or for a year or so, there was an announcement in the class. Sir wants somebody to come and assist him in the therapy because it was very crowded class, and even his classes were very crowded. So many general class students and so many therapy students. So I started going and assisting him with their permission, of course. So that was also a great learning, assisting him in practice class, in therapy classes. Thus, the journey was on with practice, attending classes, assisting sir, making notes. I have a habit of making notes. So, if you ask me, I will have even what sir did in 1996, I can tell you what was there in that 5:30 class or 10:30 class. I was very fond of making notes. So, this journey was going on, and still there was no thought of becoming a teacher or anything. One day after the 10:30 class, I just went to sir and asked him, sir, can I start teaching? And without a second's thought, he said, yes, why not? That was his reply. So he said, okay, but still it was just out of passion that I had asked. There was no hall with me, no students, no props, nothing. I just went and asked him. And then the neighboring friends who were also going to the class there, they were also not going to Jayanagar. They were interested and they started coming in my house in the drawing room. I had everything foldable furniture. We used to fold it, put it out in the veranda, take the class. After the class, bring back everything in the house. Only 4 chairs and a divan. So this continued for a few days. Soon I had within a year about 20 ladies coming. And I thought variety is the spice of life. So I went to sir and asked sir, can you please give 2 days workshop to them? They are coming with so much interest. And sir immediately obliged. So then sir came for 2 days and 2 hours each, 10 to 12. We had that workshop and everybody was happy. Sir was happy seeing everything. While we were there, 2.5 years, I took the class there in that house. And there, at that time, sir started his Kormangala branch, Sir's Institute, Prashant Yogalaya. And the 4 teachers, I was one among them, were supposed to take those classes. So, doing my 10:30 class, attending Jayanagar, and I used to go to Kormangala also twice or thrice a week to take a class. We were 4 of us who were taking that classes. And then time came that we shifted from this house to another house in detail layout. But there also, same makeshift arrangement. Hall and dining hall we used to use for the class. But the crowd was so much that I had to make 2 batches, 9 to 10:30 and 10:30 to 12. So we had 2 batches in second venue, wherever the class went to the second place. From there again 2.5 years, and then I had, before this was getting ready, I took a rented hall in detail layout. As she mentioned about food, but I have forgotten the name. And the class was there for 1 year. There also there were quite a few people. And then in 2004 January, we started a class here in this venue, Anubhooti Yogalaya. Then though name is given only 2 years back, let me make it very clear. The name of Anubhooti Yogalaya came only 2 years back, but this is the same class which I've been taking from 98. Only we gave the name. Now because of our digital media and all that, we have to have a name, so we gave the name. So then we came here in 2004, and suddenly the number of students came down because this was very outskirts. There were hardly 10 houses here, and roads were not there. So very few students. But I was not disheartened. The classes continued. At times there used to be only 1 or 2 students. And they used to say, ma'am, just for us you have to take the class. We'll take off. I said, no, no. Not even once we took off because there was only one student. Not even once that happened. Classes continued, and soon after a few days, the students, those who were there, they said, ma'am, why not start pranayama classes? And I too thought that practicing only asanas cannot be complete you. We have to do pranayama also. So we started pranayama classes, and you may not be aware that few years back here we used to have a regular Wednesday evening pranayama class. Every Wednesday we had a pranayama class after evening class, and few students were very regular in that class. And while all this was going on, there was so many other things which happened. I went to Mantri Paradise to take ladies class, then children's workshops, Mantri Woodlands, children's workshop, ladies classes. Here, so many of the children's workshops in the vacations. And then 5 years I went to government school near Arkere. And that was the best experience ever, I feel, because connecting with those children and reaching out to them, because they cannot reach out to us. They are underprivileged children. Even few children take to Surya Namaskar every day, their life will change. And so that was also one experience. Like this, it was going on from so many years, it is going on like that. And after online, till 2018, we had about 3 workshops here. We did whole day workshops, like therapeutic asanas for knee pain, for back pain, etc. And we all are happy about it. The best thing is we all are happy about it. And as all of you know, our Iyengar classes are such that even after asana class, you feel the effect of pranayama. You feel as if you are done pranayama. And after pranayama class, you feel, oh, you are done meditation. And Guruji says, pranayama is half meditation. The thing is, half meditation. So that is how the Iyengar classes are going on. And this, whatever the effect of class you at the end of the class, it is completely that whole credit we should give it to Guruji. Whatever I learned from them, I am passing it on to you people. But if anybody is not feeling good after the class, injured or feeling discomfort, I take 100% moral responsibility of that. But I should get some responses from them. Then see, if you are really connected to the class, you will give even critical responses for the improvement of class. It is the intention that matters. It is not a critical response that somebody is going to look at it. It is the intention that matters. If it is going to improve our classes, certainly you should give some inputs. So I welcome all such inputs also. So thus online classes are on, etc. And now see, all of you are going to give your feedback, but just a few feedbacks what I received. Just few last week or so, I was going out in an auto, and auto man dropped me where I was to Ola Auto. So he came here, he picked me up, he dropped me where I was to go. As I was getting down, he asked, "Madam, do you teach yogasana?" So I was taken back, and then I realized he was passing the board. He said, "Madam, my 12-year-old daughter is very interested. Will you please teach her? I will bring her to you. She's I say nearby you." He hasn't yet come, but whatever it is, that 12-year-old girl, she knows that she likes yoga and she wants to learn. That popularity of yoga itself, we should be happy about. Whether they come or not, it is okay. But that is what happened. Then one phone call just 2 days back. One lady called me and she inquired all the details. After inquiring the details, some of them are interested, curious to know how many students are there. She said, "How many students are there?" I said, "It is so unpredictable because everybody has genuine reasons. Sometimes half the class is absent, sometimes everybody comes, but how many will be there?" Then I said, "Say about 50." Then she said, "Then will we get corrections?" She was asking. So they are sometimes so skeptical about whether they will get the attention or not. So what we have to learn is we should have the full faith in the system that we follow and faith in the teacher. Only then it is going to help you. If we go with some skepticism, it is not going to help. So we should have that help. So other feedback you all will share now. I will just say that Thus, by practice of yoga, some people overcome the physical pain, the ailing condition. Some people get postural corrections, others start their inward journey. Few overcome psychomental issues, and the list is unending. Some people's ego dissolves, so many things happen. There are some transformational changes, mental transformations take place. Like that, so many things happen. And then teenagers are, and young children also we can help. See, people think that yoga is for elderly people. It's absolutely wrong notion. We can help children in channelizing their energies. They are so full of physical energy. So we need to channelize their energy, so that is where yoga helps. And for teenagers, we can channelize their emotional energies, we can focus their emotional energies. So even youngsters should, teenagers should do, children should do, and it is so complementary to every whatever activity you do. Take it sports, take it any art, take it anything. It just is complementary. It will just give you better speed in your field, whatever you are doing. So these are the benefits which students get. So imagine how much benefit the teacher will get. So definitely I am benefited so much by doing all this. So that 1 hour of class in a day, it keeps my routine, the whole day's routine remains structured because of that one hour class around that. So I like that to remain structured, and that keeps my life also anchored, and I remain grounded in the house. I'm a homebird, so I like to stay in the house, and the routine, the mundane looks nice to me. It's beautiful for me. So I like my mundane life. I don't need to go here and there for change. I'm very happy taking the class and being with you all. It looks so good to me. And because I have to teach, naturally I will be more motivated to study more, to learn more. You know? So as it is, I'm fond of Bhagavad Gita and Yoga Sutras, etc. So my studies also, I do more studies, listen to Prashant's lectures, etc. All those things happen because I'm interested in this. And all this is possible because you students are there, and this our relationship of student teacher is so beautiful. But I consider it is only for 1 hour that I teach all of you, because after that we all are one. There is nobody teacher, nobody student. Rather, teacher-student relationship is such that you learn something from me, I learn something from you. It's always mutual. So nothing great about it. I feel it's okay. So and I have said I think about enough about everything, about the class journey, about my journey. And if you, I hope you find something to take away from this. If you don't find anything to take away from this, I give you one Yoga Sutra. You can take away that with you. It is first chapter, 14th Sutra. Satu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevito druda bhumi. It is about the practice. This comes with in the reference context of Chitta Vritti Nirodha. In the first chapter, the definition of yoga is given, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So for doing Chitta Vritti Nirodha, two pillars, Patanjali says, Abhyasa and Vairagya. In that Abhyasa of Chitta Vritti Nirodha, how to do, he has given this. So how to do Chitta Vritti Nirodha is Satu Dirgha Kala Nairantara, etc. But what I say is, whatever we are doing, asana practice, we can apply this to our own practice. That Shraddha should be there. That Satkara Sevito is a very important word. That with Shraddha we should do. And Shraddha has no parallel word in English. I cannot say it is a faith. It is something much beyond that. So with that Shraddha, if we practice, we are making ground for our future, for the future lives. So that is what you can take away this sutra if you don't find anything else. And thank you all for coming here. I'm glad that you all have come here. And thank you all.
Oh my God. Got goosebumps. I'm sure you also would have got it. It was such an inspirational talk by our guru. Man has always guided, supported, and encouraged innumerable students. Not only students, even those who accompany, like some of the students, they have seen and they are motivated and they have in turn joined her classes. Ma'am, I pray and wish you continue to do so for many more years to come. God bless you with the best of health, happiness, and peace.
Thank you so much.
We are all immensely grateful to her. in her talk she mentioned, like she assisted, she was given an opportunity and she took the initiative, her interest towards yoga. She approached her guru, Arun sir, and asked whether she would be, whether she was ready for teaching and all. I mean, that she expressed like within a short span, and in the sense, 2 years, ma'am, of your learning from Arun sir. Yeah. And you can just imagine the amount of confidence that Arun sir had on her. Like, and of course, she has been following his footsteps. Like, she's giving opportunity to a couple of her students to take classes. There are few students over here who are there who really take. I mean, when ma'am is busy, they take charge and they teach the students. Like ma'am also mentioned that workshops, many workshops, like she was given the opportunity to, as a teacher, to attend some workshops and she has learned and all. She in turn has been teaching many students, and I'm sure there are few over here. I'm sure you're all benefited out of it. Recently, about few months back, she conducted this one workshop for all the teachers, and I think it was for a month. Yes. And I was fortunate enough to attend the last session, and I could see from the responses and the testimonials of all the students how much they were benefited by the teachings. Thank you, ma'am. It was truly inspirational, and you have been a motivation like this one for all of us. See, I find short of words to express. I mean, as I told you, our bonding has been for so long. She is more than a guru to me now, I can say. She is my friend, a guide, and a philosopher too. The bonding is so strong. I mean, sometimes I always call her as Shobha. Never have I addressed her as Shobha ma'am, madam, or anything like that. And today I'm being very cautious as to not to call her, address her by just her name. So I want to add that Shobha ma'am or our teacher, like that. And she's a very wonderful person, full of humility, the simplicity in her, and she's so grounded. And whatever we have, like she meets the need of each student. Many students come for their therapy, and she caters to each student, and she sees to it that they are benefited out of those asanas or those that she teaches. And many students in their pregnancy, at least till their 8 months, they have come and they have attended. The amount of confidence that they have in her. Like a couple of students over here, I mean, few over here have been attending only her online classes, right? Yeah. But I tell you, you must attend her in-person offline classes. You will experience what the true this one is under Shobha. So much of course, online classes also, she's so observant. She observes each student's posture and she corrects then and there. And she's so flexible. She doesn't expect everyone to do the same asanas. She gives us a lot of variations. I mean, it is for advanced classes, advanced students who have been practicing for so many years, and as well as for some newcomers who just start. So, and she doesn't make them feel, "Arey Baba, I can't do this. How will I do? How can I cope up? What will ma'am say?" No, she makes them all very comfortable. She takes us all to the comfort zone. I myself tell you, I've been practicing with her, as I told you, since so many years, but I'm unable to do any of the classical asanas. And earlier I used to feel very bad. But now I know my condition and I'm happy to do this rope Shikshasana. Because you all miss seeing all the ropes. Our volunteers have been very kind enough to remove all this one. You should come over to the class and experience rope Shirshasana, and with supported Sarvangasana under her guidance. I'm sure you'll all attend. All of us are familiar with the saying, behind every successful man, there's a woman. True. But I would say, behind every successful person, there is someone. And this goes without saying a second word, like the credit goes to our Prafulji sir. As ma'am mentioned, he has been greatly supporting her, cooperating with her, and encouraging her. It is not all that easy for a mother of two small children, leaving them behind and pursuing her passion. The amount of confidence that she had in Prafulji and the cooperation from her children, we must appreciate them too. Like Saturday and Sundays, being their time, their free time, away from school and all. Missing, they would have missed man, right, in the mornings. But sir has taken care of the children and he has supported man. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Prafulji to say a few words.
Actually, I don't deserve to be sitting here. Just by virtue of my age of being her husband. Actually, I have captured what I had to say in my experiences in this journey in a short video, so which will be playing in some time. So I don't want to take your time already. We have a lot of programs that to follow. So yeah, I think I have captured everything in my video. So we look forward to that. Yeah, thank you.
We are all eager to watch that, sir.
Yeah.
Your shadings. And many of us who have been attending the class, and at least few of us, the moment we open our gate, many times we are welcomed with a pleasant smile from Prashantji. Prafulji, sorry, I'm extremely sorry. Sorry, sir. Our chief guest, Hari Krishna ji. I've told he started with yoga practice earlier too. He's been practicing yoga, but he came under Shobhaji's guidance in his mid-70s or early 70s. And we, some of the few students who have been attending the regular morning classes, and at least I was surprised and I was happy to see him practicing yoga, of course, to his capacity, with so much of interest and enthusiasm. And Shobha ma'am really felt that today he has to be our guest of the day. And I request, sir, for you to address the gathering.
I'm just sitting.
Okay, sir. You can take the mic.
Yes. Will you fix the mic?
You want this mic to be fixed? Or is it okay? Okay, sir.
Thank you. Before I start to speak on this auspicious occasion of the celebration of Anubhooti Yogalaya, I would like to request all of you to kindly to just close your eyes for few seconds and let us express our heartly gratitude and love to our Guru. I will not call Madam Shubha, but our Yoga Guru. Rather, we will call it Yoga Guru. Shubha Madam ji. I will just recite 3 Sanskrit slokas, one of you already repeated, without movement of your lips. Please concentrate full attention on Guru Dhyana. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Jagat Sar, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guru Gobind, दो उठाड़े काके लागू पांव बलिहारी व गुरु की गोविंद दिए बता. And third one is ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम केवलम ज्ञान मूर्तिम द्वंद्वातीतम गगन सदृशम तत्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम एकम नित्यम बिमलम अचलम सर्वदा साक्षीभूतम भावातीतम त्रिगुणरहितम सद्गुरु तम नमामि. Respected our yoga guru and Dr. Sardi, I am really thankful for this honor given to me of chief guest today, and I wholeheartedly greet all of you on the occasion of the silver jubilee celebration of Anubhooti Yogalaya. In the of in the field of imparting teachings of yoga practices through asanas and pranayam. By God's grace, let us make this occasion successful. Actually, it is running already in all respect by putting our whole 100%, and I'm saying everybody is putting his whole 100%. On this occasion, I am very much thankful to all of you for providing me this opportunity to speak before you few words. Already our yoga guru has covered बहुत widely everything, but I will just summarize those things. You just take it as a summary of or share my experiences and thoughts about yoga practices done at Anubhooti Yogalaya under the guidance of our yoga guru. The very first thing here we have to keep in our mind that keep in mind to remember that we all are a most advanced product of the nature, and that we call all this planet Earth, which is rotating in a ocean of life energy or life force. And she has touched those points. While floating, you must feel it is rotating with two motions. One is around its own axis, and another is around the sun in a fixed orbit with a fixed speed. And you just think we are also rotating along with the Earth, but with respect to space. And the third speed you all have got, and that is the speed of mind, which nobody can achieve, I think, rather more than the speed of light. So along with the earth, we are also moving. Now, all of this, all you very well know that Mother Earth is a life planet. It is a life planet. And the Mother Earth has provided everything for everybody's need. Here, one thing is important. Everybody's need, but not for greed. And every problem starts when you jump from need to greed. And you have to decide. You yourself is to decide what is your need. Nobody else will come to you tell you what is your need. You are the only person to decide. Every individual has to decide what is his need. Other person knows. Thus, we have to realize that nature has given us everything for the life to sustain in healthy condition and in all respect. But we have to use those resources very judiciously with due regards, so that maintaining its quality and return back to the nature, so that future generation to come on this planet, they can use it easily. Even with the even with the experience of all these things or realities, we will remain unfulfilled unless we nurture the seeds of divinity inside us. That is or we can say, unfolding the divinity within us in form of soul. You know, everybody, presence of soul inside the body with its 7 qualities. Soul has got its 7 qualities, that is peace, prosperity, power, passion, love, happiness, and lastly knowledge. Knowledge. Then we have to get, and it is our primemost duty, we have to keep in activity condition continuously the incorrect direction by self-realization, by questioning, that is, you can say Atma-darshan, or by Atma-anubhuti, or by questioning, who am I? Nobody else will come to you with the answer. You have to question yourself and get answer by yourself. And this is achieved through yoga, continuously yoga practices, as Madam has learned. Most of the things Madam has already learned, I am just describing. Practices for which Yoga Sutra principles have been already formulated by our great Rishi Patanjali. Initially, Lord Shiva is the founder of yoga. And you know, the first disciples, the goddess Parvati, as the mother of the universe. And she is the mother of the whole universe. For learning and practicing these sutras through various asanas, we all have joined this Anubhooti Yogalaya, you know. He is merely administered by our yoga guru on a materialistic way. And she is very, and you will find that, as you have heard, he is a very genius personality. And which has got very, and along with the genius personality, she is very simple in nature, accessible to everybody, you can say. On a materialistic plane, she is our yoga guru. Otherwise, the whole nature is our guru. That's why you can say the whole world is our guru. And need is to need is to observe sincerely or honestly and follow the natural laws for our peace, prosperity, and overall good and physical health. Good physical health. Ultimately, to achieve union, ultimately aim is to achieve union of individual consciousness with the supermost consciousness, that is cosmic consciousness or spiritual consciousness. That is the real meaning of yoga, which I have understood, and already it is explained in books. And Madam has covered in very many ways. I would like to some of the experiences in the field of yoga. The first experience is, and you must have seen, every so-called unpleasant incident in our life is the test of our inner spiritual strength, and which is already Madam has touched very minutely. We can achieve through yoga practices. And second is such lesson in each and every experience of life. Try to become wise and aware to face the world without being disturbed physically, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes लोग घबरा जाते हैं और सुसाइड तक कर लेते हैं. So yoga actually develops the personality with a strong willpower. For this we must have always, and one thing is also important, 4 guards around us continuously, and that is the Aadhar base, you can say, foundation of everything, that is pain, Vishwas, or Dhair and Santosh. And in English we can say true love, faith, patience, and contentment. To prevent derailment from the, she has said, to prevent derailment from the right track, and that is why firm determination and strong faith is important. She has touched at one place. Now let us refresh our mind with some of the benefits of yoga. You also know, but we just refresh our on physical plane. Important environmental and important endocrine system is controlled and regulated so that correct quantities of the different hormones are secreted from all glands of the body. Make us able to adjust to changes of environment, maintain physical body, optimum condition, and encourage unhealthy body to become healthy. Make the mind strong, able to endure pain, unhappiness, activate inbuilt power of determination and concentration. It is in their body, in your body, already present. And make able to face sorrow, anxieties, and various problems of the world, संसारी परेशानियां जो होती हैं, with peace without being disturbed. Develop, it is also important, and he has said, develop power to radiate confidence and impress others by her speech or behavior and action. Uplift the human consciousness. Develop strong willpower, and lastly help in opening spiritual vision. Overall control and regulate the body, mind, and emotions. And spiritual plane. These are all mental plane. On spiritual plane, we can say preparing preparing and making the body steady for practicing higher techniques in yoga. And that is first is Pratyahara, sense withdrawal. Second is Dharana, concentration. And third is Dhyana, meditation. And he has already covered all these things in his speech. If you have heard very minute concentration. And Dharana, meditation. This is most important. And to permeate the process to achieve, rather helping in acquiring the last ultimate state, that is the samadhi state of cosmic realization. Union of individual consciousness with the supreme consciousness. And you can say the cosmic realization. To achieve all the power conditions, most importantly, we must have, already she has covered, a regularity in doing yogic asanas with right posture, body posture, which is very important. And I have especially marked and see our yoga guru give more concentration on the posture, body posture, which is most important. Overall, actually, one thing also very important to just reflect into mind, keep in mind, the overall curing system or power is inbuilt our human body. And need is that we have to maintain it in activated condition by continuous practicing of yoga asanas under the guidance of our yoga guru. At Anubhooti Yogalaya, lastly I will say, at Anubhooti, I would like to say rather, at Anubhooti Yogalaya, I have been benefited on a large scale. Here I am putting one of the examples. My right hand forward movement got completely blocked by a fall on the ground. Nothing adverse was revealed in X-ray, etc. But after joining this Anubhooti Yogalaya, doing the yoga practices and therapy under the guidance of our yoga guru, actually 90% improvement achieved. We all disciples of Anubhooti Yogalaya most lucky to get such a great genius yoga guru. I will not say Madam Shivaji, who knows very well actually what happens. Anybody can be genius, but it is a quality, an art and science that if you cannot transfer that genius to the society, to the benefit of the society, it is of no use. So here I will say to get such a great genius yoga guru, Madam Shivaji, who knows very well science and art of transfer and infuse geniusness of in yoga field in a discipline in the students for their overall good health, body, mind, emotions, and for spiritual growth, which will ultimately prepare us and lead us towards attaining the state of union of our individual consciousness with the supreme consciousness. Let us pray. Lastly, we will say, let us pray together from Almighty to always bless our yoga guru with all high level of excellency and expertise in teaching yoga practices to every student attending his class, introducing modern, newly researched in yoga field. She already does, so that she can transfer and infuse in us those for our overall peace, prosperity, and happiness, and good health, and which ultimately lead us towards the right direction to achieve union, our ultimately to our union, individual consciousness with the cosmic consciousness. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Hare Krishna ji, for your enlightening speech. I think all of us will be carrying many things from what we have heard from him. Thank you, sir, once again. So, now today is a day of celebrations. So, celebrations like we shouldn't be ending the celebrations with just some talks or speeches or anything like that. We should go beyond that. So, to make this celebration a little more merrier, few of Shobha Ma'am's students have come forward to exhibit their talents. They'll be exhibiting the talents, and a couple of them will be sharing their experiences. Of course, like few have given their names with regard to sharing of their experiences, and if time permits, we will give a chance for others to share their experiences. Now, Shobha Ma'am, sir, Prafulji, we request you to take your seat over there so that we can make space for the performance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Please, girls. You just let them sit. Is it okay for you all to sit there? Yeah. So, take the chairs. They can sit like that. Yeah, 3 chairs. Those are the chairs. Not to be placed here. Yes. And I'm extremely sorry we cannot switch on the fan. I know you're all feeling very warm, but we cannot switch on the fan because of this land. Sorry. They won't disturb this.
Hello.
Now we have few performances in line.
I'll just get it back.
It's I think like it's audible except for singing. I think they might need. Yeah. Just so we need to connect it to the something. No. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. So, as I told you, we have few programs, performances in line. To begin with, I call Asmi. She has a devotional song for us.
हेलो, मैं अस्मिता बोल रही हूँ और हम सबकी तरफ से मैं गुरु शोभा जी को ये गीत सुना रही हूँ। गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान वावगात क्षीण साधनाचा वावगात क्षीण साधनाचा गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान सहज साधन गुरु कृपा ज्ञान सहज साधन गुरु कृपा ज्ञान जीवाचे कल्याण तेणी होय जीवाचे कल्याण तेणी होय गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान गुरु माता पिता गुरु ही देवता 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 गुरु मुक्तिदाता गुरु मुक्तिदाता ऐसे माने गुरु मुक्तिदाता ऐसे माने गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान वावगात क्षीण साधनाचा वावगात क्षीण साधनाचा गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान गुरु कृपे विना नाही आत्मज्ञान. Thank you.
Thank you, Asmi, for this wonderful, soulful singing. Now, Sati will be sharing her experiences.
Namaste everyone. I'm feeling so grateful just to be here. I don't actually feel like sharing because I feel I'm short of words. Listening to Shobha ma'am was a treat to ear, soul, mind, everything today. I just hope that it should continue for much more longer time. So thank you Shobha ma'am for everything. I'm Sai Bapat. I met Shobha ma'am 10 years ago accidentally, but I think that I must have done something very good in my last life to meet her like that, and that has changed my life in so many ways. Since then, I am practicing yoga with her on and off, not very continuously, not regularly, because I stay away from this place. So initially, first 1 year, I used to come regularly on the Tuesday, Thursday classes. Then because of the distance and time, I couldn't attend it regularly. Still at that time, it was not pandemic, but she allowed me to attend the classes online for some duration in between. And then just I'm so grateful for this pandemic actually that she could switch to online classes, and so my practice has continued. Uh, Last few months I'm not able to attend classes online in the live mode, but again thanks to the technology the recordings are available, so I'm regularly practicing with the recordings. Um, as a teacher, I also teach to few students in my capacity, in my community. So I would like to share as a teacher what I am learning from her, because as a student I can go on and we all know about it. But as a teacher, there are so many qualities, Shobha ma'am, that maybe you are not explicitly telling in the class, but I can just get it from your what you do on the mat and how you conduct yourself off the mat. That is the biggest learning for me. And I make sure all the people who are close to me, my husband, my daughter, my mother-in-law, my sister, all of them have met Shobha ma'am, they have attended their classes. Maybe just one class, but I'm so happy because now Shobha ma'am is like a reference in my home. She has set the bar so high that whenever we are discussing anything, it need not be about yoga. We actually discuss what will Shobha ma'am do at that time. And I'm seriously telling you, I'm not just saying for the sake of it. Because there are so many qualities in her, not only as a yoga teacher, but as a human being that I have seen, wherever we meet outside maybe, or just by attending her classes in the recorded mode itself, there is so much to learn. How to be humble, how to be equanimous, how not to be partial with students. Because when you start new as a yoga teacher, all these challenges come, you start liking one student because he's really doing great or something, maybe they are listening to your instructions. But by looking at her, when I see how she's interacting with each and every student, irrespective of what they can do on the mat, the love, the compassion, the humility with which you talk, the caring nature that you have. I have never seen her angrily correcting someone or giving instructions to anyone, and that is so rare to find because I have attended other teachers' classes also. That's why I just can't leave the classes. I'm so happy now online recorded everything is there for me, so there is no excuse for me not to continue my practice. And the second point I want to share about because of her, I have really understood how to approach pain. I was not very, whenever there used to be some pain in my body. So just to tell you, when a child gets hurt, we generally go to the mother, right? The child goes to mother to show that I am paining, I have this hurt, and then mother will guide the child. Like that, first time I met her, I had a lot of lower back issues due to disc prolapse and disc bulge and so many other things. So under her guidance, I attended therapy classes first, and I have overcome all my back issues. But I had this chronic shoulder pain more than 25 years because of some injury I had in the school days. And last this year, January, I approached her. I told her the pain is too much. I'm not able to do much. What to do? And at that time, she told me that, Sai, it is so important. It is not worth doing all the complicated postures, handstand, shoulder stand, all that. What is important is listen to your body and listen to the pain. And if you need to take break, take break. Take rest, complete rest. And finally, I listened to her. 6 months, I was not using my shoulder at all. Even while teaching, I was not lifting my hand. Even while attending her classes, she was specifically telling, you don't do this, you do that. And with God's grace and her guidance, now I am pain-free after so many years of pain. And I give complete credit to her because she really told me that this is not worth what you are doing. The path which you have taken, keep teaching, keep practicing, keep competing with yourself what you can do, or maybe post on the social media. I don't know. I mean, there are various tabs nowadays for yoga teachers. But after talking to her, I really realized the pain has really taught me what is yoga, at least in some capacity, and I am going to follow it. And I'm just very happy to be part of your student, ma'am. Thank you. And just to end this, when I got to know about this, we had so many interesting ideas to execute for this celebration, but we couldn't do everything. And so I'm just waiting for the next function, maybe Golden Jubilee celebration, where we can actually execute all those plans. And I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much.
I think I'm loud enough for it's audible, I think. Okay. Thank you, Sai, for sharing your experiences. You rightly said. Ma'am always says you must practice yoga not only on the mat, out of the mat. And really, that is, I think many of us have been following it. And with regard to the pain part of it, yes, many I think they come for their therapy and they're at least, if not completely cured, I think they're able to manage, and with the discomfort they've been able to move along in their life. And yes, now to continue with the performances, I now Meenakshi Malhotra will be performing Kathak dance. Yeah, she's here. The stage is all yours, Meenakshi. Yeah, please.
So I'll take this opportunity to thank ma'am. And I started my classes in last July, almost 1 year and above. And how I have approached her is I was having back issues, knee issues, and it was like walking for 5 minutes was a problem. Cooking in the kitchen for 10 minutes was a problem. I have to put a stool. And now when I was climbing all these stairs, I was like, I have come far ahead. And I had always liked dancing and wanted to join, some professional dancing classes. And that happened in last December. So for 4.5 months, I had learned Kathak. And it used to be like, 1 hour of strict Kathak dance practice, footwork. And I'm so glad that I'm able to do all thanks to you, ma'am. Thank you so much. This is my tribute and my thanks to you.
Shall I start? Or, yeah, first. गणनायकाय गणदैवताय
गणाधिपताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि प्रजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि प्रजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि प्रजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
Thank you, Meenakshi, for a wonderful performance. I'm sure all of you enjoyed watching her graceful movements. And I truly agree with you, Meenakshi, when you told me that your discomfort of before attending the classes and how you're able to cope up with that, and you're able to dance now. I mean, it's not not all that easy, with having problem with leg pain or back pain, with doing all those movements. I vouch for that. Like, I have gone through the same experience. So I would like to say here, see, my association with Shobha ma'am is so much that I have so many experiences that I feel like time is too short for me to share my experiences with her. Like, it is one of my friends by name Chaya was the one. She was Shobha ma'am's student. She was the one who introduced me to Shobha ma'am. When she started taking class, when I approached her, I was in such a condition. I was unable to. I had some health issues. I was not having this motor coordination. And she was so kind enough. She said, Pushpa need not climb the stairs. I will take her down. See how many are fortunate enough to get a guru like her. I'm truly grateful to you. If I keep on saying, I get emotional. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be emotional today. And that's sort of the person she is. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, our Madhu, many of online students, particularly morning batch students, would have seen her on the screen. Many times she has helped ma'am in taking the class. Now she will be sharing her experiences.
No, I think you can hear me.
Yes, I think Madhu can take this.
Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm so glad to be here. Just seeing everyone online all the time. Now we are meeting each other in person, so that energy is only different. So thank you so much, Shobha ma'am. I prepared so many things to say, but most of the things Pushpa has been saying, she has taken my words away. And then Sai also, so many things she brought out. Like Pushpa says, our hearts are full with all the benefits which we have benefited from. I don't know where to start. Let me start with some simple things. See, nowadays yoga classes are so commercial. You pay the fees, you take the class, and you go away. But with Shobha ma'am, I always got that Gurukul kind of feeling. How India used to be in the past. You eat with the teacher, you live with the teacher, you talk to the teacher after the class also. So it's that feeling of family which ma'am was saying. I always feel like that. I just don't feel it's just a class. I just feel that it's a part of some ashram or something. And this place for me has that energy, a very positive energy here. And before COVID days, we used to For every Sankranti, she used to call us for Tambula, and we used to love those tilke laddu. She used to, and we used to wait for the laddus, and धीरे धीरे से चुपके से एक दो तीन ऐसे ले लेते थे हम लोग, तो बहुत मजा आता था. And she used to say, let's have get-togethers, and we used to have potlucks. We were regular students those days, so it used to be at somebody's house, somebody else's house. So that off time also was a way of connecting with ma'am. So that's one thing about Shobha ma'am. See, I have been student of other teachers also, but I didn't find them accessible like I find ma'am. I know that I can anytime pick up the phone and talk to her. And I can tell her about, anything, any pain or anything I'm going through. That accessibility is a real privilege, I mean, I feel blessed that we have that accessibility to the teacher. See, when I joined ma'am, I think in 2015, I was introduced to ma'am through some other teacher. I could not do Shirshasana. I had severe right shoulder pain. And ma'am, I don't know if you remember, I just couldn't do it at all. And she built my confidence. She used to not push me, and she used to take so much care. Madhu, be careful about your shoulder. You don't have to prove anything. Take it easy. So like that. And now I can stand in Shirshasana for 10 minutes. All credit, I'm not boasting on anything. It's because of the gradual thing. Don't push yourself, don't show off, and see how you improve. See slowly. So it has taken me 4 or 5 years, but now I can do it. So all credit goes to Shobha ma'am. So, that's amazing. And I take some classes in the morning classes. The first time ma'am asked me to take a class, tears came into my eyes. I just felt like, oh, she considers me worthy to take her class. I felt so blessed, and I wanted to take up the challenge, and I did take. And as students, we have learned a lot, but as a teacher, what I've learned from ma'am is, um, you know, be aware of every student in your class. The way she takes care, when I used to attend in-person classes, there were therapy students, there were as regular students, but she used to, I don't know how she could give attention, equal attention to everybody in the class. And some people therapy, they were in a really bad shape. I remember one girl, her back was fully bent, and she was in severe pain. And I could see ma'am's creativity. She used to not neglect us, but she was so creative with her Riddhi ma'am, remember? Different ways of, making her feel all right. So that passion, in some way, I want to translate into my classes. Uh, like Sai said, what ma'am doesn't say obviously, but you can pick up. Those are the things I picked up. Like my time is not mine in a class. It is the students' time. So give of yourself generously. That's what I've learned from ma'am, and she is very creative. And she has always encouraged me in many, many ways. Things I can't share also, she has encouraged me. Another thing I wanted to share an anecdote is I was going through a difficult period during menopause. So that time also, just like she advised Sai, she said, don't compete so much, don't strive so much, take it easy. This is the time to take it easy. I did therapy with ma'am for some time. That cooled my body down, and so it's like different phases of life I've gone through, ma'am, and I hope this experience and this relationship is there forever, uh, uh, till the end of life. I know I'm taking a lot of time. I just, once I start, I don't seem to be able to stop. But lastly, I want to say that ma'am has brought this awareness inside me. Yoga is a means, it is not the end. The, the end is something within, something spiritual. Connect to that. Yoga is just a means. So there's nothing to be proud if you're more flexible or nothing. It's more, take it at the energy level, take it at the mental level. Are you able to concentrate? Are you able to become a better person? Are you able to go within? So those are the kind of things I've imbibed from ma'am. Thank you so much. Koti koti pranam, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Sai, for sharing your experiences. Yes, ma'am, when it comes to teaching and guidance, I think all of us, we have understood that yoga is not just for physical activity. It is beyond physical activities. It's more to do with our psychological and spiritual growth. And we have all, a few of us are going through the transformation within us. we are more grounded, and it has certainly brought about a transformation in me, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now we have flute recital by Prafulji.
That is a motherly scolding.
He standby mode मध्ये गेलं तर लावून.
Hello. आवाज कमी से.
आवाज वाढवते मी. Interesting.
Sorry, I'm not a great flutist, it's just my hobby. And I'll try to play a couple of songs, one Hindi song and one Kannada song. Rajyasava is coming, so something related to that I would like to play. So she's just switching on the karaoke, I can synchronize with that.
आवाजही येत नाही.
Sharing or something.
Okay.
Something happened to that.
Will
projector.
Robin take over like criticize? You have given name for a devotional song. Can you please come over?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a Guru Stuti dedicated to ma'am. I think I can manage without. Om Guru Parat Para Guru Omkara Guru Tab Sharanam Sukh Kar Dukh Har Hai Parameshwar Sukh Kar Dukh Har Hai Parameshwar Brahma Parat Par Tab Sharanam Om Guru Parat Para Guru Omkara Guru Tab Sharanam Namami Brahma Namami Vishnu Namami Brahma Namami Vishnu Namami Shankara Bhaiharanam Om Guru Parat Para Guru Omkara Guru Tab Sharanam Chedakar Guru Chit Swarupa Guru Chedakar Guru Chit Swarupa Guru Chinmaya Sad Guru Tab Sharanam Om Guru Parat Para Guru Omkara Guru Tab Sharanam Omkara Guru Tab Sharanam
Thank you so much, Robin. You never knew. And you knew about his singing.
No,
Thank you so much, Robin. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing to do with this man. It is just a karaoke in the background. How's it? So
That was very mesmerizing, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thanks for giving us all this opportunity to listen to your.
And thanks for being a good audience.
Now, now we have before us Anu, who will be reciting a poem. The stage is all yours alone. You want to put this one, that
By the way, we are on YouTube Live.
Little bit nervous because the bank bencher is coming in front of the dad. So, yeah, it's in Hindi. So, first of all, I just want to share a few things. I thank you, ma'am, for being how to do let go and pause in the life. I just learned that in the Anubhooti Yogalaya. So, with that, thank you, ma'am. हर किसी का जो व्यक्तित्व का निर्माण है, हर किसी का जो व्यक्तित्व का निर्माण है, माँ पिता के साथ गुरु का भी स्थान है। गुरु अथवा शिक्षक एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है। गुरु अथवा शिक्षक एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है। वह ही राष्ट्र की संस्कृति का निर्माता है। गुरु शिष्य रिश्ते में गुरु का दायित्व प्रधान है। गुरु शिष्य रिश्ते में गुरु का दायित्व प्रधान है तो उसका अधिकार शिष्य से पाना यह उसका सम्मान है. So ma'am, we are blessed to have you. आज अनुभूति योगालय की रजत जयंती समारोह के उपलक्ष्य में एक कविता आप सबको लेकर आए, आपके समक्ष लेकर आई हूँ. आराम करो. What I learned from here. एक मित्र मिले, बोले लाला तुम किस चक्की का खाते हो? इस 1.5 छटांग के राशन में भी तोंद बढ़ाए जाते हो? क्या रखा मांस बढ़ाने में? बुद्धू अकल से काम करो. संक्रांत काल की बेला है, मर मिटो जगत में नाम करो. हम बोले रहने दो लेक्चर, पुरुषों को मत बदनाम करो. इस दौड़ धूप में क्या रखा? आराम करो, आराम करो. आराम जिंदगी की कुंजी, इससे न तपेदिक होती है. आराम सुधा की एक बूंद, तन का दुबलापन खोती है. आराम शब्द में राम छिपा है, जो भव बंधन को खोता है. आराम शब्द का ज्ञाता तो विरला ही योगी होता है. इसीलिए तुम्हें समझाता हूँ, मेरे अनुभव से काम करो. ये जीवन यौवन क्षणभंगुर, आराम करो, आराम करो. यदि करना है कुछ पड़ जाए तो अधिक न तुम उत्पात करो. अपने घर में बैठे बैठे बस लंबी लंबी बात करो. करने धरने में क्या रखा? जो रखा बात बनाने में. जो होठ हिलाने में रस है, वो कभी ना हाथ हिलाने में. तुम मुझसे पूछो बतलाऊं है मजा मूर्ख कहलाने में. जीवन जागृति में क्या रखा? जो रखा है सो जाने में. मैं यही सोचकर पास अकल के कम ही जाया करता हूँ. जो बुद्धिमान जन है उनसे कतराया करता हूँ. दीप जलने के पहले ही घर आ जाया करता हूँ. जो मिलता है खा लेता हूँ, चुपके सो जाया करता हूँ. मेरी गीता में लिखा हुआ सच्चे योगी जो होते हैं, ये सबके लिए. मेरी गीता में लिखा हुआ सच्चे योगी जो होते हैं, वे कम से कम 12 घंटे तो बेफिक्री से सोते हैं. अध्ययन खिची खाट पर जो पढ़ते ही आनंद आता है, वह 7 स्वर्ग अपवर्ग मोक्ष से भी ऊंचा उठ जाता है. जब सुख की नींद कड़ा तकिया इस सर के नीचे आता है, तो सच कहता हूँ इस सर में इंजन जैसा लग जाता है. मैं मेल ट्रेन हो जाता हूँ. बुद्धि भी फक फक करती है. भावों का रश हो जाता है. कविता सब उमड़ी पड़ती है. मैं औरों की तो नहीं बात, पहले अपनी ही लेता हूँ. मैं पड़ा खाट पर बूटों को ऊंटों की उपमा देता हूँ. मैं खटरागी हूँ, मुझको तो खटिया में गीत फूटते हैं. छत की कड़ियां गिनते गिनते छंदों के बंद टूटते हैं. मैं इसीलिए तो कहता हूँ, मेरे अनुभव से काम करो. ये खाट बिछा लो आंगन में, बैठो लेटो आराम करो.
Wow, that was wonderful, Anu. My God, we never knew you're so talented. I mean, your expression and the way, like the modulations, everything was just perfect. Now you can all आराम से देखना. Thank you. Now, Prabha Krishna will be sharing her experiences. Should we use this?
Yeah, that would be good. We are actually.
Namaste, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I'm Prabha Krishna. I've been a teacher for many years, and I will not say it was an accident here to know Shobha ma'am. It was absolutely divine's blessing or grace that I came to know about Shobha ma'am from a colleague of mine in 2019. And it was always a wish to learn the Iyengar style of yoga. because I have learned a different style of a different school of yoga for a long time, and being a therapist, and to teach is is the greatest passion for me, and also to make sure that I'm there with my students. And when I learned, and I remember when I joined her class for the first time, it was weekend yogas, and absolutely, I remembered how I came as a student, and because being a student, like my teacher used to keep telling Raghuramji that once you are in yoga, you're always a student of yoga. So you continue to be a student of yoga till the end, and because the yoga is the means and the goal. And when I remember the day when I came, and then she started with her poses, and every pose name was absolutely different. The name of the poses, and you come from a different school, and you just suddenly you remember that you need to unlearn many things here. So that the first class I went back thinking in my mind, my God, there is so much to learn, because I already had come to for my own practice, and I wanted to learn Iyengar, and I just, the way she was giving the instructions and everything, I felt that, oh my God, I so much need to unlearn to learn in this place. And uh, to say it started with twice a week, and the stretches there was to such an extent that I used to go a little bit of a ache here and there. But my family used to say, "Why are you still going to ma'am's class?" And I used to say, "Something is pulling me to her class because the way she gives instructions is so fantastic, and I think I'm going to be learning loads and loads from her, and that is why I want to go." And thanks to 2020 to 2022 frame where she started online, I was able to attend more classes, and I kind of went into a kind of a phrase that a phase where I said 4 to 5 days a week, because she's conducting it. Let me attend 5 days a week, and so the morning, evening, all combos planned, and then in such a way that 4 or 5 days a week minimum used to happen with her class, and that is where I learned as a teacher how to improve upon my instructions, upon my alignment understanding, and also I also felt that I have improved so much. And been connecting with ma'am for so many years now, for these many years, it's also been a beautiful learning, like somebody was mentioning, on the mat and off the mat, where we learn about the yama niyama concepts and all these beautiful the philosophical concepts of yoga, and where she brings in the class. And I, as a teacher, I eagerly wait forward to what she's going to be saying today. Okay, during relaxation, during the first beginning of her class, when she starts, she always would start with some yoga sutras or some beautiful. She likes the word embodiment. That the word embodiment always comes in her class. So I keenly listen to all those instructions and the way she brings in the yogic philosophy to a class, because that sometimes lacks in yoga classes nowadays, where the teacher is mostly on the physical aspect to say that, okay, I'll make you do this, that's it. You come with a wish to do shishasana and this thing, or surya namaskar, okay, I grant you this. So that is not the way ma'am always addresses every participant here. She takes care, and I keenly observe and listen what she's telling others, so that it helps me to guide my participants. And I have seen that over the years, and specifically over these 3-4 years, my teaching style, my instruction style has beautifully evolved. So there is an evolution there when you are starting to teach, and because of her guidance. And that is why I always think that it is such a fantastic blessing itself that I'm in touch with ma'am. I've been searching to say, we are always in the search, right, for the right teacher. There has been a search for me for many years, to get me the right teacher to guide me, and to also we learn the yoga anatomy, we do all those courses online, offline, but in getting in touch with ma'am, you get into the practical aspects. So you learn these muscles, you learn these, but when you ma'am says that, you know what, when you do this rope, this muscle is getting involved, this pelvic instability is there, and that is where it brings about a hands-on experiential learning. And that is what with ma'am, it has always been an experiential learning for me, whether it was a philosophical concepts or the beautiful, the physical aspects of yoga. The last July month, ma'am agreed to do a 1 month course to say a crash course, to say exactly, a crash course for yoga teachers of Yoga Bharati, and many others also joined from Anubhooti also. And I think that time even other teachers of Yoga Bharati, when they were in touch, that I could see everyone in awe, that okay, so much to learn. And each time ma'am used to keep telling that you just don't think that just because you're flexible, that's it. That is the end of the goal there. And I remember her telling that by not putting your forehead to the knee, think that you're graceful. Be graceful in your movement. Be graceful in your movement. It is not going into the final pose. It is how graceful you are moving in and moving out of the pose. And even though there are some places where she used to be strict, kind of a thing, if somebody says, no, it is like a mother scolding you. So you keep thinking that, okay, so you get one scolding and then, okay, correct. It's like a beautiful, when our ego goes higher, it is somebody giving you a knock on the head, saying that, okay, come on, it's come back to the ground. And that is where ma'am beautifully, guides that. And even now in online, she has so many students, but one day she will say, good Prabha. That time I'm very happy, ma'am told good, some kind of some kind of happiness it comes when she says it's good, like that, because you find that, okay, coming from her good means, wow, you have done good. It's like the child eagerly looking for the mother's approval. So that is how I would say that it's been, and I want to really learn more and more and more and more. There is no specific goal that I want to reach Sishasana or anything, but I want to go to an extent where, like she always says, be in the pose as if sometimes you just forget you are in the pose. So that is the state I think we all need to be there, that we are in Janu Shishasana or in the Parivritta Trikonasana or whatever it is, but we are not waiting for ma'am to say come back. Because sometimes you're eager to say when she's going to ask to come back. And you'll be looking at the online also, is she coming closer to see? So we also have a tendency, is she coming closer to be alert and be standing there? Yes, so no, I sometimes see that, okay, she's having that, okay, I'll remain there for some time, some more time, because she's going to see me. So instead of us looking eagerly whether she is watching us, we are in a state of absolute relaxation. Every pose, I think that could be a beautiful goal and to look forward to. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabha. You have covered most of it by saying, like, of course, yeah, Shobha will take us from that, in that warming up to some intense asanas, not very intense, to this one. Then that relaxation that she brings in, it keeps us energized for the whole day. Now we have dance Bharatanatyam performance by Soumya. Soumya, is this space sufficient for you, ma? Okay.
Can you help me with the audience? That would be the
We just, ma'am, and we all had decided that we should somehow try to finish it off by 11:30, 11:45. But it is going beyond our expected time. We still have 3-4 performances, and there is a small audio-visual presentation too. I'm sure you'll all enjoy, and I hope nobody is in a hurry to rush back. Okay, thank you all so much.
Switch to the NS, definitely. And look for Stranger. This is the name of Stranger. The name. Okay, sure. The name of Stranger.
Can you disconnect?
This is disconnected. Stranger. Just look for device. Add a device. Available device is still not picking it up. But I'll just switch it off and
Yeah, take your money for sure. I can ask for this. Our other Soumya, are you ready for your solo song? Here comes Soumya.
First of all, ma'am, my pranams to you. I have taken many things from here, but the best thing I have taken is let go. That which I apply in my life also. Thank you very much for that. And this is a song from the movie Gayan. So it goes like this. सोचना क्या जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा, जो होना होगा हो के रहेगा, सोच के तू क्या पाएगा, सोचना क्या जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा, जो होना होगा हो के रहेगा, सोच के तू क्या पाएगा, सोचना क्या जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा, वो है इंसान हंसते गाते जो जिए, थोड़ा मुस्कुराओ थोड़ा गुनगुनाओ, किसी का है नाम जिंदगी, सोचना क्या जो भी होगा देखा जाएगा, वो है इंसान हंसते गाते जो जिए, थोड़ा मुस्कुराओ थोड़ा गुनगुनाओ, किसी का है नाम जिंदगी, ला 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 ला। Thank you very much.
Yeah, great melody. Now one more Soumya. Now she will come up with her Bharatanatyam performance.
I'll just tell you when to play. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Performance that I will be doing today is to an item based on Goddess Sharade, the dispenser of knowledge, and I present this as an ode to our Guru.
Shringapuradishwari Sharade Shringapuradishwari Sharade Shubhamangale Sarvabhishta Prade Shringapuradishwari Sharade Shubhamangale Sarvabhishta Prade Shringapuradishwari Sharade 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 Shankara Sannute Sri Padmacharane Shankara Sannute Sri Padmacharane Sakala Kala Visharade Varade Sakala Kala Visharade Varade Salakyunataye Samagana Priye Salakyunataye Samagana Priye Shringapuradishwari Sharade Shubhamangale Sarvabhishta Prade Shringapuradishwari Sharade 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 Karuni Samma Shruti Gatigala Mate Karuni Samma Shruti Gatigala Mate Gatigala Mate Gatigala Mate Takanaka Jum Tatikita Taka Taka Takanaka Jum Tatikita Taka Takanaka Jum Tatikita Taka Taka Takanaka Jum Tatikita Taka ಗತಿಗಳ ಮಾತೆ ಕಮನೀಯ ಸಪ್ತ ಸ್ವರ ಸುಪೂಜಿತೆ ಕಮನೀಯ ಸಪ್ತ ಸ್ವರ ಸುಪೂಜಿತೆ ಕಾವ್ಯಗಾನ ಕಲಾಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಕಾವ್ಯಗಾನ ಕಲಾಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಕಾಮಿತದಾಯಿನಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ ಜನನಿ ಕಾಮಿತದಾಯಿನಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ ಜನನಿ ಶೃಂಗಪುರಾಧೀಶ್ವರಿ ಶಾರದೆ ಶುಭಮಂಗಳೇ ಸರ್ವಾಧೀಶ ಪ್ರದೇ ಶೃಂಗಪುರಾಧೀಶ್ವರಿ ಶಾರದೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಶಾರದೆ
Oh my God, that was an outstanding performance. It was phenomenal. You are a revived student. And as it goes, like we can say, Layabadhavagittu. And it was so with such beautiful expressions, and she was able to convey it, and it was electrifying, I tell you. With all this, with all the Navarasa, everything you have put it in that. And it was a great performance, Soumya. Thank you so much. It was very, very immensely graceful. I didn't want you to stop it there. No? I think many would have felt so. Yes. Okay. Now we have just about 2-3 in the list, and I'm extremely sorry. I think, ma'am, do you think we should be giving chance for students? Because we still have about 3-4 programs in line. We will see once we finish up with this.
To share something different than what they have shared.
Yeah. So now I request Robin. Robin would want to share his experiences. Yeah, sure. I just called Robin. Excuse me, just called Robin now. It's okay. Yeah, you decide amongst yourselves, please.
Yeah, just a few words. I joined probably, is it here? I joined probably a year, probably more than a year. I have been a student for yoga for the last probably 14-15 years with so many teachers. But when I joined Madam, my wife was she's also a yoga teacher. And she joined Madam. And I said, all the teachers are joining Madam. Why should they join Madam? And the experience I have is a different level of what I had early experiences. Few things, I will not take much time. The depth, the discipline, and the way she conducts herself in the even though it's online, I haven't attended not even a single class offline. It's all online till now. But I really enjoy and look forward for every day of session. Usually I wouldn't do that. But this, I always look forward for the session. And one thing which I keenly notice the difference is that she's very thorough in terms of seeing each person. Even my leg, half angle, she says, leader, is corrected. I can't see anyone doing that in a physical class. That kind of detail is very impressive, very impressive. And I think that's a skill probably, and I really appreciate that. And other thing which I would like to point is that the way she comes up with the verses of shlokas, aptly and in time and every day. And I really appreciate that. Very few people have the talent, and she extremely used very well. And I appreciate for that. Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. You're all.
Thanks a lot, Sridhar, for sharing your experiences. Now, Robin, it's all yours.
Yeah. So I think
Would you like to come here?
no, most of the things are have already been said.
Okay.
And yeah, I would only like to say like yeah, I think most of the things are covered. I would actually like to thank the family overall because one thing, of course, ma'am learned so much from the ma'am, so hard to express in word. But some of the students who are also teachers, like I got introduced to the class through Sai, so thank you. And then Neeti ma'am.
No,
Yeah. So, there was a time like a very difficult time. I'm coming back to classes and ma'am has to go out and then there is nobody to take the class. She especially came here and took the class only for me. And so many instances where I want to attend the class but class is not there. So ma'am will leave keys on the door and I can come and practice. So yeah, so many experiences to share. So and the overall network here, the overall positivity, so much to learn. I think my life has overall changed since I have started learning from ma'am. Thank you.
I would like to say, Robin said about teachers, right? Unless such students come, we also don't get. Unless such students come, okay, you all want to see, you all have seen. Unless you all come, there was no chance and opportunity for us to learn at all. When we started our journey, I think we hardly knew anything. We did a course, but that was a superficial level. Robin came and many other students. You actually cooperate with us when we are taking the class. So it is vice versa. We learn more. Like ma'am says, we have rarely received so much, and I'm not saying anything new. It's been repeated. So thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Sai. Yes, this meet. Oh, sorry. What did I say?
That's okay.
Sorry. Extremely sorry. I shouldn't be doing this blunder. I mean, this classroom, it brings about so much of positivity in here. That vibrations, and as Madhu said, it is like going back to our Gurukul days. The connectivity with the Guru and the Shishya relate this one, and we can connect more over here. That's what when we were ma'am and we all were thinking of how to celebrate, way to celebrate this important occasion. Then we thought this is the right place for us to celebrate an important occasion. Now we have a small audio-visual presentation. No doubt, we are all very close to man. We are a family. There are few people who are really closest to our heart. One, of course, is a life partner, Prafulji. And the other, like she mentioned about Chandra ma'am. Chandra ma'am is not just a friend. She is many times she has expressed that she is a teacher too. And many of us, a few of us at least, have had an opportunity of meeting Chandra ma'am. She has instructed us, guided us, and in many of our get-togethers, she has joined us. And one of Shobha ma'am's childhood friend, classmate, Arundhati Karkare. So they have all shared their thoughts, their feelings, their experience, their association with Shobha ma'am, and they have all conveyed their wishes to her. Now, all of you are already sitting. Please relax and enjoy this small presentation of audio-visual presentation. Yeah. Sound नहीं है.
Bluetooth is connected.
Sound.
One minute. Spare.
Shobha, Namaskar, everybody. I'm very happy today to congratulate you for completing successfully 25 years of your teaching. I congratulate your students also for a part of it. I know Shobha for more than 30 years. She was my student. She was a very serious and dedicated student. Right from the beginning, I used to observe her and I knew her potential right from the beginning. Then she started teaching. She grew from strength to strength along with her classes. She has an insatiable thirst for knowledge. As all of you know, she still attends Pune classes. She's a very good teacher. That's the sign of a very good teacher who doesn't stop learning. And she is very honest and generous in sharing her knowledge. You're all very lucky to get a teacher like her. She's a very good friend of mine, and she's a family, I can say. And I know her family, and she knows my family. We are all together in every way together, helping each other. And she's a very, very dearest friend of mine now. May God help her in successfully and keep her blessed to with good health and happiness. Let her journey continue towards Golden Jubilee. I wish you all the success in your endeavor. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm very happy today for your sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. 25 years of your consistent effort. It's really hats off to you. Shobha, it's really you are the, what do we say, you are never in the rat race. You go by your pace and you never compare, you never compete with anybody. That is why I think you are you. We always look forward to when you look forward to meet you in Pune. And Shobha's another quality is she has her own pace. She will go by her own pace, like toys, and finally she wins. We are really proud of you, Shobha. And keep it up, keep doing good work. All the best.
Namaskar. I extend my hearty congratulations and greetings to Anubhooti Yogalaya on the occasion of its silver jubilee. Hearty congratulations to Soha Madam and all its citizens and peoples of Anubhooti Yogalaya who have made this possible. It's more than 41 years since I'm married to Shobha Madam. She has always had a spiritual and artistic bent of mind since beginning. Her friends used to tell me that she used to attend Jnana Prabodhini classes in Pune and work as a volunteer there to organize their events when she was in school. She is a keen learner. She is half MSc in statistics from Pune University. She had to quit her studies after first year of MSc due to our marriage and shifting to Bangalore in 1981. After marriage also, she was interested in learning Sanskrit and she completed 4 levels of Sanskrit course in a Sanskrit university in Bangalore. She also completed an NTT Teachers Training course in National College, Bangalore. She knows Patanjali Yoga Sutras and first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita by heart. She is an ardent follower of Prashantji and some more spiritual gurus on YouTube. She got introduced to yoga in early 90s by Arun sir, who is a Rajyotsava awardee for the state for his contributions towards yoga. She became very passionate about yoga since then. I remember she used to tell me about different asanas like Baddha-Konasana, Trikonasana, Setubandhasana, etc., which were all new to me. I had only heard at the most about Shirsasana and Surya Namaskaras then. I was busy with my career and never used to bother about anything else. Shobha became very regular and dedicated student of Arun sir since then. I just used to sometimes drop her and pick her up to Arun sir's yoga classes on scooter in Jayanagar after my office. She used to regularly attend BTS and yoga classes also in Pune once in a year, along with some of her colleagues in Arun sir's class. By late 90s, she was completely devoted and dedicated to yoga practice and learning. And all this without compromising a bit on her household duties like raising children, looking after kitchen, packing mine and children's tiffin, sometimes dropping and picking up kids to the school on scooter whenever I was on tour, taking care of her parents as well as mine whenever they were with us. Household duties was her first priority, then yoga. She started teaching yoga in 1998 in a small way in the apartments where we used to live. When we built this house in 2003, we built this yoga hall. Originally, we had planned a very small yoga hall, about half this size, and the rest of the floor was planned as a terrace. But looking at her passion, I insisted that we should have the full floor for yoga hall. And I think it was a right decision. Regarding my yoga practice, Shobha used to encourage me to do yoga. However, I was busy with my career and I used to occasionally do a select few easy asanas taught by her to me only on weekends for about an hour or so, whenever time permitted. I used to do asanas on my own. I never attended any of her classes. It's only during the pandemic when I was involved in scheduling Zoom classes, I saw some of her recordings and realized how engaging her classes are. I tried to do some of her recorded classes and realized that the relaxations and experiences we get during the asanas are exactly as she narrates in her commentary. I started attending the live classes since about past 6 to 8 months. They give direct energy to you than the recorded classes. I now look forward to attending her classes these days. There is always something new to learn in every class, and the variations of asanas focusing on different parts of the body strengthen the core of the body. In my experience, yoga has a subtle healing power. It heals both your body and mind. It strengthens the overall body as well as maintain the hormonal balance, which make you feel enthusiastic, energetic, happier, and healthier. After I started attending classes regularly, my backaches, pains in the body here and there have all disappeared. I get a good night's sleep. I generally do annual health checkup every year, and my diagnostic parameters this year have never been so normal before. I wish Anubhooti Yogalaya all success in future, as well as wish Shobha Madam a good health and wish she continues her practice and her teaching as long as possible. Thank you.
Shobha Bai, what can I say about her? She is a sister to me from all points.
This is in Marathi. This is written by my sister who's here. So if you can make some sense. This is he's saying we have recorded in English. There is a translation. Fine.
Of you, a personality whose ideals one should follow in every aspect of life. Today is an important milestone in her life, the Silver Jubilee celebration day of yoga classes. We have seen her closely, the efforts that she has put in to reach this milestone. At this age, all classes, balancing everything in life, and this is possible only due to yoga. It's a pleasure to watch her do yoga. My granddaughter has named her Yoga Aji. Whenever she comes to Pune, the classes remain in the back of her mind. The pandemic has given her classes a new direction as she can reach out to international students as well. I wish her more progress, and I am sure we will all celebrate her golden jubilee also like this. We have all our best wishes with her towards this. Pratibha.
We'll have one more song. Yes. This is a message from my mother. Wow, that's nice.
ये तो आगे का है पता ना
Next generation students are here.
We send them from the morning. No, ma'am. He has attended one class.
maybe you play the audio separately sorry ऑडियो ऑडियो पण तो इंग्लिश मध्ये नाही तो मराठी एक ट्रान्सलेटेड आहे
Nobody should go without having food. Everything is ready. They don't need to late now.
Just about, yeah, sorry, just about another 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Best wishes with her towards this. Pratibha. Namaskar. Today is the Silver Jubilee year celebration of the yoga classes. As this auspicious day is being celebrated with great excitement in your presence, I want to say a few words. This day has been possible because of your faith in yoga and your love for it. Teaching as well as learning yoga always gives Shobha a pleasure and satisfaction. She used to attend yoga shivers, etc. while she was in school, but her true learning and practice started only after her marriage. Encouragement from family, coupled with her regular attending of Guruji's classes, has brought her classes this far. I give my hearty congratulations on this occasion to Anubhooti classes, to Shobha, to Praful, as well as to all of you. Thank you.
I'm sure all of you enjoyed this audiovisual presentation, and it's very sweet and kind of all of them who have expressed their feelings, thoughts, and wishes, conveyed their wishes to Shobha ma'am. And this audiovisual presentation, which is compiled by Sai Praful sir, Sai and Praful sir, and Surabhi has helped in this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
She's here on official tour, so I'm very glad.
Yeah,
just lucky to
She's
be
been
the
a
right
great
place
help.
at the right time.
No, you've been a great help, Surabhi.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, we have Bhajan from Neeti and Nimisha. Wow. And vote of thanks, and it will be followed by vote of thanks by Neeti. It's okay. Where is this coming from?
We are reciting a bhajan, very simple bhajan. We would like you all to join us.
There's Achyutam Keshvam and Kabiram Banke Kabishyam.
Join with us. Please understand the second para of the Kabiram Banke. We have included Shobha ma'am's name in that. So that would be a good, from heart ma'am. That is thing, okay? So,
Do you need a stand? Mic stand? Naturals.
Okay, so we start.
Yes.
1, 2,
Sing along, please.
3, start.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham और कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम योग करते चलो ध्यान करते चलो हर समय कृष्ण का नाम जपते चलो हर समय कृष्ण का ध्यान करते चलो 1 2 3 and 4 कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना तुम गणपति रूप में आना तुम गणपति रूप में आना रिद्धि साथ लेके सिद्धि साथ लेके चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना कभी राम बन के कभी श्याम बन के चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना तुम शोभा रूप में आना तुम शोभा रूप में आना साथ जान लेके योग साथ लेके चले आना प्रभु जी चले आना हेलो
Thank you, ma'am.
It was what we call is Bhakti Purvaka Samarpani, Arpani. Bhakti Purvaka Samarpani. And Namana, Samarpani, Namana, right? Thank you, ma'am. And this devotional bhajan, I think it's closest to everyone's heart. And thank you for this wonderful bhajan, wherein you included all of us. Thank you so much, Neeti. Thank
We
you.
all are inclusive.
I know, true, you said it.
Okay, so like they say, the best prayer in the world is if one could recite thank you. So now it's time for word of thanks. So I would gather all my gratitude into the words today since I got an opportunity. I thank Praful sir, Uncle, Hari Krishna Uncle Ji, for your presence and sharing your words of experience with all of us. Then I thank all of you, students, participants, for being here, taking your precious time out and being a part of this celebration. Thanks to Radhika for capturing this moment so we can cherish this later. Thank you. Okay. And certainly thank you to all the volunteers, participants, we all for making this a grand event. Thank you for all your efforts. And a final thank you we all been saying to ma'am for guiding, for being a guiding light to us. So please thank you to ma'am all together. Go down. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely.
Each one of you here. I would bring in a very special group. You got to notice the vibration is so different. It's it's something very different. And I'm really privileged and it's such a harmonious group. I pray that it grows like this only. And whether it grows or not, it remains like this. That's the qualitative aspect is very important. And thank you all for taking time out. Some of have come from so far and some of have taken so much effort for this. So thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Niti.
Now, to make this celebration special, okay, on this special occasion, let's make it more delightful and merrier. Bye. Let's cake cutting. And I feel Bindi has to help ma'am in cake cutting. Bindi, please, job. So, please. Yeah, no. As she comes. So, please.
In one sentence, I will introduce Bindi. She is my relative, okay, but she's the architect of this house and the extension of hall. She picked up that idea and she stayed with that idea with making a hall big. So thanks to her for all this.
So she's also one of the architects.
Architect of the house. Anubhooti Yogalaya.
No, for our classes.
And I wanted to, convey my gratitude for bringing yoga in my life. Since I know her 1990 onwards, I'm honestly speaking, I was a gym girl. I could never connect myself with yoga, and I joined the yoga, and that day I thought that if I'm continuing, I must do the Sirsasana. And that I kept in mind, and after 1.5 years, when she felt that I could do, I did the Sirsasana with the rope, and that was my best time in my life. And I really felt that the patience and perseverance, the way she teaches, it has enlightened us. Thank
Yeah.
Thank you all. That's a real celebration. Happy.
So we can all relish this cake along with our Volgara dancers. Okay.
Okay. And also say something. Let's say it together.
We love you guys. We love you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah. On God's grace, we are together. Yes. Because you all know, destiny lies beyond everything. Our yoga, our not doing yoga, it's ultimately destiny. So we have to thank destiny for bringing us together. So everybody, please come down, have food, and then we'll discuss.
So you all have one second, just 3 more minutes. All of you have seen ma'am as a teacher and guru. And you're just only few of us are exposed. You have seen ma'am outside this classroom. We have had a lot of musties, a lot of get-togethers. We have gone out for our lunch and all those things, potlucks and all. Here are a few pics from our sweet memories.
Yes.
So every year we make it a point during the Guru Purnima month. We just go with ma'am. Like along with ma'am, we have our lunch
They
on.
take me out and treat me. It's really fun. It's very nice. And I want to announce one more. I'm just thinking aloud. That's my idea. There is one resort. Elephant. What's the name?
Elephant Trail.
Elephant Trail. It is Toward Hosur.
Yeah.
It is toward Hosur. So we all will go one day there in the evening. We will take one small session in the evening. We will stay there. Early morning we will do one more session there. Wow. And we'll have lunch there and return. Wonderful. So I'll keep my mind. So if you all support, we will do it in November.
Yes, sure.
a weekend. Saturday evening we'll go and Sunday we will come back. Is that right?
Yes.
Sure. So I'm glad you all are there.
Now, so much fun.
Just say your best.
Yeah, before you say what, I will introduce.
No.
She is.
No, I don't want to say anything else. Just she is a very, very, very good, humble human being.
Right.
My association with her is too bad. Like maybe when she got married and came back here. You are all students only for 25 years. You may be more than that, nearly 40 years now. But since then, she has called me Tayi, in Marathi, like I am her elder sister. So for everything, though I am out of this yoga class, I have just come as a well-wisher. And as she said, I am her Tayi. So Mama is at Pune.
Yeah, she was a representative of the family because my sister decided later to come. So she's like my
So
family
don't
member.
think, I am somebody we have not seen her in yoga class. I am just her family
Special
member.
invite.
Okay, thank you all so much. I was very happy to hear everything from you. Though I know all that, what she is. Okay, I wish her all the best in future also, and many more students to speak about her. My pleasure. Thank you so much. Prabhu,
Yes.
that was very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he is a remarkable husband.
She's a deep man. Now, so much of our energy is being spent on this with so much of enthusiasm.
I don't know. It's not
And I'm sure our Tamil is calling for more energy. All of you must be feeling little hungry. So let us recharge ourselves with delicious yummy brunch that is waiting for us. So after watching this, we'll all move downstairs. Thank you all. And you've all been wonderful audience. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, my girls, volunteers who have put in their heart and soul and who have managed all this. Just a call or a message, they were ready to do anything. Thank you all so much. Where are you girls? Where are my girls? Yeah. Thank you, Sheetal, for a beautiful rangoli. And this is beautiful. Thanks to each one of you.
And each and every performance was straight from the heart.
Heart, yeah.
So we were able to connect very beautifully. Yes. So wonderful experience.
True, Pavitra.
One thing, one group photo I think we should have.
Yeah, yes. Radhika, photographer. Yeah, show me. I hope you all enjoyed.
And thank you for beautifully organizing this.
Yes, all the credit goes to, the thought of it, Shobha, and the credit goes to all our girls, like volunteers and all, and of course, with all your cooperation and your presence over here.
Start picking on the next.
Shobha.
ठीक है, I'll just do it manually. Sorry.
Next.
Next.
Arrow.
It's not working.
This is during our, I think, Pongal, after Sankranti, as Madhu said, waiting for our peel color. Subs. Yeah. Guru Purnima lunch. Yeah. Again at home. Now.
Slideshow is not working somehow.
Yeah, okay, press next.
Okay.
Stay. You have any
Where
idea?
was this?
It's okay, you can press next.
No, it's not working.
Where was this? No, I know it's not there.
Somehow.
Yeah, we went to that, right, this one, 1,000 friends or something, nothing solution, right?
You can press next.
It's not working.
Slideshow.
There's it's got stuck.
Vellore workshop, yeah. At Sai's place?
Sai's
Yeah.
place, yes.
Yeah, Sai's place, yeah.
That was also nice.
That was nice. This was Sai's place. Yeah. Yeah, outside.
Yeah. You had all this footage.
This was the latest.
This is Asmita.
Ashish is there. They are written this.
Asmita is there.
Again, Belur.
Yes.
Go native.
Good memory, Pushpa.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Great memories. Yes, again,
पकड़ नहीं होते थे पहला साल गया था it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, potluck.
Potluck, yeah. In the class.
Yeah. Mamata, yes. Lunch at Shubhaman's place. Last call. This is our latest Satvam. Latest.
This 25th, this year's Guru Purnima lunch, they brought a cake there also in Satvam. They ordered a cake.
Sorry, it has to be this way.
Release place, yeah. Release place. Belur.
Arun sir is there. Sir, madam.
Belur. Thank you, ma'am, and thanks to each one of you for making this most memorable to be cherished for long.
Just don't go.
Thank you. Please have your right.
Take one group photo and then disperse.
I think everybody can stand this side. Yeah. Okay. And I will.
Come like this. We'll make this. Come. You just need you just sit. Too many people.
Sometimes sit there.
Yeah.
Or you sitting there.
It's okay. Come there.
Everyone please join.
This side. Everyone please come this side.
I just call easy and
So I think the small teachers can get back. They can stand. What about you, Kanna? Of course, I will sit behind one.
Okay.
We will eat our back also. Yes.
We can eat our back. Yeah. Some can stand here. Some can sit here. Come sometime.
All